This lesson goes with the Integers 2 lesson on subtracting integers. Make sure you're on the notes page for int 2, and here we go. All right, let's start with example 1 in your notes here. It talks about modeling integer subtraction using a number line. This is going to be very similar to what we did in the previous lesson with adding integers. So our first problem, 5 minus 7. So remember how we graph this on our number line. We're going to start with a point at our first number, 5. And then subtract 7. That's a positive 7, so we're going to subtract it. That means we're going to move to the left 7 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look where we ended up. We ended up at negative 2. So 5 minus 7 is negative 2. Let's try another one. How about negative 1 minus 3? Our starting point is going to be negative 1. And then subtract 3. We're going to take away 3. So take away, we're going to go left again. 1, 2, 3. We ended up at negative 4. So negative 1 minus 3 is negative 4. All right, we might have to look a little closer at the next one. 1 minus negative 4. We're subtracting a negative. So you have to think of that as like taking away maybe a debt. You are taking away a $4 debt. Well, if you take away a debt, like in banking, that means that you're actually getting money put back into your accounts. We're actually adding money in. So if I were to subtract a $4 debt, take away a $4 debt, that means I have $4 more to spend now. I could also think of it as taking away a 4-yard penalty. Maybe in football, the team got a 4-yard penalty. I don't know what they'd get a 4-yard penalty for, but go with it. They got a 4-yard penalty, and then the official reviews the instant replay and says, wait a minute, I'm going to take away that penalty. So I'm going to take away the negative 4-yard penalty, which means he's going to give them back 4 yards. They're going to move the ball forwards 4 yards again. So they had lost 4 yards, and now we're taking away that loss, which means we're going to add it back on. So in this case here, where we have 1 minus negative 4, subtracting a negative is really the same thing as adding 4. So we're going to start with 1, and when I subtract negative 4, I'm really going to add 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to end up at positive 5. So this equation, the 1 minus negative 4, I could have rewritten it as 1 plus 4. The minus, a minus, becomes a plus. In fact, the one before it, negative 1 minus 3, I could have rewritten that one as negative 1 plus negative 3 equals negative 4. Let's look at this direction here. It says subtracting an integer is the same as adding. If you notice, that's what we ended up doing, but we're adding the opposite of that integer. We were doing 1 subtract a negative 4. Now we're adding a positive 4. And the one before that, it was subtracting a positive 3. This was a positive 3, even though it didn't have a plus in it. We knew it was. Now we're adding a negative 3. So when we do subtraction with integers, we don't actually do subtraction problems. We're going to turn them into addition problems, and we're going to add the opposite of the second number. So the easy way of remembering that is keep, write this down, change, change. In other words, we're going to keep the first number. We're going to change a subtraction sign into an addition sign. And we're going to change the sign of the second number, whatever it is. If it's a positive number, we're going to make it a negative. If it's a negative number, we're going to make it a positive number. It's kind of like the keep, change, flip in division, but this one is keep, change, change, and this is for subtraction. Once we do that, we already know how to do addition problems, so we don't have to learn new rules for subtraction. We're going to use our addition rules once we convert them into addition problems. So let's do these examples together. 10 minus 14. You might be able to do that one in your head. That one's not too tricky, but let's do the steps and make sure it comes out like you were expecting it to. So we're going to rewrite each problem as an addition problem with keep, change, change. We're going to keep the 10. The subtract is going to become a plus. And this 14 was a positive number. It didn't say a plus in front. When there's not a symbol, we know it is. And we're going to make it a negative 14. So now our rules from the previous lesson said for addition, if we're adding different signs, we're actually going to do subtraction. 14 minus 10 is 4. And we're going to take the sign of the number with the greater absolute value, basically the bigger number. 14 is bigger and it's the negative. So our answer is going to be negative 4. And maybe you knew that. If I have 10, back up 14, I'm going to end up to the left of 0, 4 spaces. Some of them are not quite as intuitive though, so really switching them and writing out the new problem as addition is going to help you get the answers right. So let's do that with example B. Negative 7 minus negative 5. So we're going to do keep, change, change. Keep the negative 7. Change the minus subtraction symbol into a positive, and my negative 5 is going to become a positive 5. And you guys were rocking the addition problems in the previous lesson. So here we go. We have two numbers with different signs. So we subtract, we find the difference, 7 and 5. The difference is 2. We take the sign of the one with the greater absolute value, the negative 7. So our answer is negative 2. Negative 7 minus a minus 5, minus a negative 5, but I like to say minus a minus, becomes plus a plus. I always teach my kids chop, chop. When it's minus a minus, we go chop, chop, plus, plus, and we're at negative 2. Let's try one more example. Example C. Negative 8 minus 2. Think about it. What kind of number is that 2 right now? We're subtracting. It's a positive 2. Yep. So we're going to keep negative 8, change. Sorry, negative 8 stayed. We're going to change the subtraction to addition. And this 2 is a positive 2. There's no symbol in front of it, so it's currently positive. We're going to make it a negative 2. And negative 8 plus negative 2, well, now we're adding two numbers that have the same sign. So we're going to combine them. We're going to get the sum and use that sign. So negative 8 plus negative 2 is negative 10. All right, I want to do a few more problems together. So I want you to scroll to the end of your packet and add a blank page. Scroll all the way to the end, add a blank page. We're going to do 4 more problems together. So go ahead and copy down these 4 problems. Once you've copied them down, we're going to rewrite each problem as an addition problem. We're going to do keep, change, change. Then we're going to follow the addition steps and combine the integers. So go ahead and copy these 4 problems down. Pause the video if you need to real quick, and we're going to work through them together. All right, let's do the first one. We're going to rewrite them as addition problems. Remember that. So 4 minus negative 3. We're going to do keep, change, change. It means keep the first number, keep it a 4. Change the subtraction to an addition sign, and my negative 3 is going to become a positive 3. So now I just have an equation. 4 plus 3 equals 7. That's the same answer as 4 minus negative 3. I have 4. I'm going to take away 3 negatives, so I'm really going to add them on. I'm going to add 3, so now I'm at 7. All right, our next problem says negative 6 minus negative 5. So negative 6, we're going to keep negative 6. Keep, change, change. Keep negative 6. Change subtraction to addition. Change negative 5 to positive 5. So now I have a negative 6 plus a positive 5. Our rules say when we're adding different signs, we actually subtract. 6 minus 5 is 1. And then use the sign of the number with the greater absolute value. So that would be the negative 6. So our answer is negative 1. All right, let's look at the next problem. Negative 5 plus 8. Are we going to do keep, change, change here? Nope, we're not, because we only do keep, change, change on subtraction problems. This is already an addition problem. We don't want to turn addition problems into subtraction. It's already addition, so we're just going to use our rules from the previous lesson right now. -5 plus 8. Be careful, we only do keep, change on subtraction. So -5 plus, this is a positive 8, don't forget. So I'm combining two numbers with different signs. So I'm going to subtract, find the difference. 5 and 8, the difference is 3. And then the sign of the one with the greater absolute value. So this is a positive 3. I just leave it like that, it's 3. All right, let's do this last one. This last one is a subtraction problem. So let's go ahead and do keep, change. 4 minus 16. We're going to keep the 4. Subtract is going to become a plus. And 16 at the moment is a positive 16. We're going to turn that into a negative 16. So 4 plus negative 16. We're adding different signs. So we find the difference. 16 minus 4 is 12. And the 16 has a greater absolute value and it's a negative. So our answer is negative 12. We have more negatives than we have positives. Pause that if you need to, if there's anything you didn't get down. And then I'm going to take a peek at the assignment with you. All right, here's our assignment. It's 1 page. The first part, you're going to demonstrate it with the number line, your starting point, and then show the jumps to get to your answer. This next part here says find the difference and show each problem rewritten as an addition problem. If you need to, jot it over on the side there. Keep, change. So that will remind you what to do. If it's a subtraction problem, we're going to do keep, change, and turn it into an addition problem. These are all subtraction problems, so nothing there to trick you on these. In this next section, it says evaluate x minus y for each set of values. So you're going to use that same expression, x minus y, and they're telling you to substitute in different numbers each time. When you substitute in these numbers, put them into parentheses. For x, I'm going to put 14 minus, and then I'm going to put for y, I'm going to put a negative 2. So that's just my substitution step. Then to solve it, because it says evaluate, you need to actually get the answer. Now I'm going to do keep, change. I'm going to do this one with you guys. I'm going to do keep 14 minus becomes add, and negative 2 becomes a positive 2. So 14 plus 2 is 16. So when I evaluate that expression where x is 14, y is negative 2, 14 take away negative 2 is positive 16. So you're going to show the substitution and then your keep, change steps. And then finally for the word problems, I'd like you to write a subtraction problem and then show how you solved it and get the answer. They're word problems, so make sure you label. If you have any questions, make sure you ask your teacher. Go back and watch any parts of the video that you need to rewatch, and good luck.